All right. Welcome to another retro gaming stream. Tonight we're going to be playing one of my all-time favorite games on the Atari 8-bit home computers. The game is Crush, Crumble, and Chomp, which is a movie monster strategy game. Uh, it was released in 1981, and I remember watching my father play this on our Atari 400 computer when I was very little and being super excited about it because you got to play like a dinosaur or a giant robot and you got to smash a city, which is like every little kid's dream to be, the movie monster or the kaiju that goes around and just crushes a city and eats people and blows up tanks and stuff. And this game is, fairly primitive, obviously, by today's standards, but it has a level of charm that I don't think I've ever seen particularly well reproduced in any sort of modern game. My understanding is when I looked up the wiki on this that there was a sequel that Epix released. Epix is the uh, not the well, maybe not the developer, but the publisher of this game, and they released a bunch of really great games in the early '80s on 8-bit systems: the Atari, Apple II, Commodore 64, TRS-80. In fact, this version of the game I have multiple forms of media for it, which I'm going to talk about in just a little bit. But the cassette tape that it came on, because yes, games came on cassette tape then on tape drives, which is it's another thing I'm going to talk about briefly. But one side had like the Atari version, and one side had the like TRS-80 version. So they would release multiple forms of games for different systems, different computers, home computers, at the same time. Another interesting thing about this game is, again, when I was a kid, we didn't have a floppy drive for the Atari. We had a cassette tape drive. And when you would load these games, you would have to fire them up uh, by pressing. Basically, you'd press play on the tape player with the cassette tape rewind all the way to the beginning, and then you put a command in the computer. It was like C load or something like that, cassette load, and then it would take like 10 to 20 minutes to load the game because it was so slow as it read the data, basically chirping from the audio device to the computer, the data like a modem works, where it's audio converted to bits. So that was a big frustration for a lot of those early games to play, because you had to wait for the game to load. And that was my dad. He hated the cassette drive, hated it, because sometimes the software would load, sometimes it wouldn't. You would type up software and save it to cassette, and then it would it would not load. You'd make like 3 copies, and none of the copies would work. So by the time the floppy drives came around, it was just like an absolute, you know, revelation in game media. Now I have a Atari 1050 drive that actually was one that belonged to my grandmother. I have another one that I picked up basically from a Facebook Marketplace guy was getting rid of his Atari computer stuff. I got one from him. We had the Atari 810 floppy drive when I was a kid, which was much sort of a large beast of a floppy drive, and not as fast as the 1050. Although they're comparable in terms of their data rate and stuff. I guess the 1050 can also handle slightly bigger disks and things. But part of the reason I wanted to get the disk drive out and I wanted to get the tapes and the box and everything out for this game was to talk about how playing computer games on the Atari home computer in the early 80s was not super easy. Now, people have released, solid, not solid state, flash drive add-ons for Atari computers that you can play with a flash disk, and you can load disk images and just play them from the flash disk. I have one of those, but I'm not going to play with it because we always talk about part of the appeal of doing these retro games or at least I talk about, I think part of the appeal of these retro games is that you play with the original hardware and you kind of get the original experience of playing with it. Now, I'm not going to load this on a tape drive, but I do have the floppy disk version of this game, which is, mildly rare because, not everybody had a floppy drive at that time. So I was very lucky to pick up the floppy disk version of this. I'm actually not going to use this floppy because I don't want it to get destroyed, but I own it. I have it. I made a copy of it, and we're going to use the copy of the diskette in the diskette drive. I have all the original inserts for Crush, Crumble, and Chomp, which is pretty cool. It came with a lot of fun media. It has these little multicolored sheets for each of the movie monsters. It tells you their commands for their attacks and stuff, the keys you have to press, and I think it gives you a little bit, backstory for each of them. There's one for Goshilla, and there's one for Arachnus. There's one for Machismo, who looks like kind of like a giant AT-AT. The Glob, which is the blob. The Kraken. Mantra is sort of like a giant flying pterodactyl monster. Goshilla is the Godzilla monster. He's kind of the monster that's on the front of the box in the box art that you see. So Crush, Crumble, and Chomp's cool in that you can play any one of these movie monsters, and they have different capabilities and stuff. There's a manual, too, that's really nice. Talks about the game, has cool illustrations, has little maps of the cities that you can destroy, which is really cool. But not only does it have a variety of monsters to pick from, the game actually kind of runs in semi-real time, which is really neat for a game from 1981. It has kind of a real-time strategy play in it. It does use turns, but you have like a timer on your turn, so you have to make your decision and then do something. And the game runs a little bit slowly. I believe it's programmed in BASIC. I could be wrong about that, but as a result, it kind of takes a while to chug on the AI decisions and stuff like that. So, one other really neat thing about this game is not only does it have those monsters and has all these other features and whatever, you can make your own monster. And some friends of mine who remember playing this game as kids, they remember how cool it was that you could build your own creature. You could, if you wanted to play a flying blob that, left a fire trail, you could do that. And it gives you like a point buy system where you can build your creature. It's a little bit clunky. You don't get to like back up and change your decision, and you only have so many crunch credits to buy your powers and stuff. But it's a really, really neat feature. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably play first with pre-made monster a little bit, maybe Goshilla, because he's the one on the cover, and then maybe we'll try building our own creature. So we'll see how long I can tolerate some of the slowness of playing this with the floppy drive and everything like that. But it's not on cassette, thank goodness. I actually have cassettes here. I have a cassette for the TRS-80 version, and I have my very original cassette. This is my original cassette from when I was a kid. It's one of the few little tidbits of paraphernalia for the Atari that has survived all the way from 81. And then this one is one that I picked up when I got this with the box. I actually got this at Gen Con one year. It was just sitting in the auction shop. It's going through screensaver mode. I got this at the auction shop at Gen Con, and it was a TRS-80 version, but it had all the materials and everything inside. And I was like, whoa, cool. I don't have the rest of this stuff, but maybe I'll accumulate the discs someday and whatever. And sure enough, I did. So I have a lot of cool stuff for this to go along with my copy of the game. I also have an insert here that talks about how to load it. It looks like it was typed on a typewriter. That's kind of amazing. Yeah, there's a how to load on the Atari. There's how to load on the TRS-80. How to load the cassette. There's handwritten notes on here from the person who owned it before, which is pretty cool. I think this is my original. Yeah, this might be my original instruction manual. It's missing the cover. A few other inserts that I had from before. Anyway, it's just a really fun collectible for me. I remember it so well as a kid, and collecting physical media for games now is obviously like really in style and really a thing people do, and they can be expensive. But the thing that's fun about collecting them is the connection that you have to a game like this from when you played, as a child. And Crush, Crumble, and Chomp is one of those games. I remember watching my dad play it as a little kid, and just being really excited to watch the monster smash the city and stuff like that. And the graphics aren't particularly great, but just the idea of seeing it like you know a Godzilla walk around and break buildings and stuff, shoot death rays was just really neat. So it's fun to have all the little doodads that came with it, the little guides and everything like that. So anyway, I've talked a lot about the game. We'll go ahead and get started here. I wanted to have something to look at, so I just left the regular Atari screen up. The plain old Atari ready screen here. So I tried to put the camera at a little bit of a wider angle because I'm going to have to use the keyboard to play this game. So bear with me if I'm kind of in and out of the frame. I'll try to adjust it as best I can. So you have a view of everything while we're playing the game. Anyway, I'm going to flip the Atari off, and I'm going to put my floppy disk in the disk drive, and we'll get started here. I don't remember how to play this super well. It's just as well that I have the little guide cards that have the instructions, because I'm going to need to reference them here. But the gist of this game is that it's a score-based game, and you basically play as long as you can to survive as long as you can. And so you will eventually, just through attrition and being attacked by police and tanks and stuff, you'll eventually die. You can't sort of beat the game. So the trick is to last as long as you can and do as much damage as you can, and survive as long and eat as many people as you can and blow up tanks and stuff. And there's also a mad scientist who tries to come and kill you, which is really funny. He comes in a helicopter, chopper flies around. So turn off the Atari, put in the floppy disk and floppy drive, and I'll close the door. And this game, I think because it uses BASIC, you want to just leave BASIC on, which is a feature of the 130XE. Now, interestingly, you can hear the game loading here. It kind of freezes for whatever reason, and then you hit the space bar, and that gets it loading. I'm not sure exactly if that's an issue on the older Atari systems or not, but the 130XE needs that. So this is the fun little intro. Do I have an old machine? Yes, but not the oldest machine. So I hit N for no. It shows you the cast of the game, starring various things you can destroy. Yeah, and I think you get more points for like blowing up skyscrapers versus small buildings. Ah, yes, the dreaded mad scientist. And of course, you as the monster. This is apparently this game is based on a little board game that was released in the late 70s called The Creature That Ate Sheboygan, which I actually own. I collected it as well as kind of a homage to this game. I want to see what it was all about. And it very much looks, and I believe plays the same as this game, but in board game form. So, kind of fun little reference to that game. You don't destroy Sheboygan in this one though. You blow up Tokyo and New York and San Francisco, all the places you always wanted to destroy. We're going to play with the slow speed, just because I'm not that familiar with the game right now. So we're going to play one of the feature creatures. You can see here, this is where you pick if you want to grow your own or not. Do feature creatures. You can pick which one you want. I'm going to pick Goshilla because he's classic. And I've got his little play card right here. It talks about what he can do. So he can move. He has the ability to grab things and eat them. He can stomp on buildings. He has a tail attack. He can atomize. He has a destructive ray like Godzilla, and he has zap where he can shoot flying units. So like the helicopters and stuff, he can zap them. So you can also move your head in this game. It's kind of cool. You have your monster, and then the monster can kind of moves in certain directions, and you give him commands to tell him what to do. And then you can turn your head to like the left, the right if you want to like shoot diagonally or whatever like that, which is pretty cool. He also has the ability to dive, descend, and move subsurface, which is kind of interesting. Um, I'm assuming descend means he can go in the water and do that. It says descend dive. I don't think some monsters can actually dig into the ground and then come up, so they can basically avoid being shot by tanks and national guard units and stuff like that. But I'm not sure that Goshilla can do that. I think he can just dive. Hunger is your biggest problem, is Goshilla, so you need to eat. We're gonna try to grab civilians that are fleeing and eat them. Only grab things in front of you though. So we'll pick one for Goshilla. This is interesting. You get to pick your objective. So like, if you want to just destroy and get more points, you can pick destruction. You want to see how long you can last and get more points just for living a long time and lasting as long as you can pick survival. Balanced, you just get points even for everything like that. Killers, I think, for if you eat a lot of people. Combats, if you destroy like a lot of tanks and stuff. So depending on what kind of game you want to play, if you want to do one of those things in particular, you can pick that. I think we'll just go with balanced, which is I think the default. And then pick your city. Which one of these beautiful cities do we want to smash? I think probably New York. I don't know. Maybe Washington, D.C. I know that in the map that it tells you where certain places are. So it's fun to like, blow up the Empire State Building or blow up the White House. Maybe we should pick Tokyo since that's the classic location that Godzilla destroys. So we'll do that. Tokyo. It's cool that you get to pick different locations. Alright. Like I said, bear with me here while I try to play this with the keyboard. Hopefully you don't have a too lousy of an angle. Oh, I must be in some water. Okay. Now it tells you which direction. I'm heading north, so I guess I want to turn right. So Command R for right. You see it has a timer that tells you where you are. I'm going to refer to the map here. I must be in Tokyo Harbor. I guess I do want to go. I want to go west, so we're going to go left. I'm sorry. I'm wasting turns here. Yeah, it looks like A must be where you start. I want to go north. It's been a whole turn here. I'm just standing in the water. We're going to go ahead and move. In Tokyo Bay here. I'm just going to reload a new tile here for me to see. There should be a bridge up here and some buildings and stuff. I don't know if you can destroy bridges or not. Maybe you can. Ooh, we got some civilians to eat. Yeah. All right, so let's go. Let's move. They're going to try to run away from me, of course. I must have leveled a building there that I walked over. You can see the kind of burning rubble there. I'm going to go left. We're going to move. I'm going to try to... I think we're going to try to blast all these houses ahead of me here. I seem to be leaving a trail of destruction, which is pretty cool. So now we're going to fire my atomize, my ray, like Godzilla ray. Yes, blast a building. Let's keep going here. I'm gonna get those skyscrapers. I have a cat attacking my stand. Let's go ahead and move again. See, it says I'm hungry, so really kind of need to get some civilians. And that's the trick when you play Goshilla is let's go right. Let's try to get across this bridge. You can see it says paw empty. So, like, you know, when you pick up stuff, you're going to be leaving a trail of destruction. That's pretty cool. Oh, I am destroying the bridge. Awesome. Ooh, look at all the civilians in the park. Look at all that food. Yes. So we're going to move. And we're going to turn left and grab those guys if we can. Hopefully we can catch them. Left. Grab. And catch him. Oh. Got away. Come on, let me grab you. I need to eat. I just want to eat. Nope. They're getting away. Come on, let me grab them. Yes, got them. All right. So now see it says famished, so we got to eat. We're just gonna do E for eat. I love the crunching sound. So let's go over to these skyscrapers and smash them. So I went from famished to hungry. So that's not great. It takes a lot of energy, I think, to shoot like the atom ray and stuff. So I think what we want to do is we want to try just to crush this building. Let's move. Having trouble getting out of the water here? Oh, more civilians. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see if I can grab them right on top of me. Huh. Interesting. I guess you can't grab them when they're right underneath you. I guess it sort of makes sense. Got him. We're going to chow down on these guys. Ooh, a cop. It says my health is scratched. Taking some damage. Let's see if we can grab this cop car and eat them too. Man, I'm just here to eat cops. Oh, missed. Let's try again. Yeah. Now we're gonna eat a cop car. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh, I love it. It's so great. All right. Let me turn left here. See if we can finally start messing up these skyscrapers. So, I think Crumble demolished the building in the square in front of you, so I want to do that. So I'm like smashing the building. Oh, I didn't smash it. Let's try it again. Ooh, there's more people to eat up there. Man, that skyscraper's having a rough time. Can't get it? What's going on here? There we go. Skyscraper down. Let's smash this other one. That one was much easier. I wonder if that was a special building or not. Sometimes it just takes a while. I will admit that the police car sounds and stuff can be a little annoying. I'm gonna move up north here. Keep going on this part of Tokyo Bay. I appear to be on the far right side of the map. So, got some more skyscrapers. Ooh, let's go left. Let's try to get those civilians. I am looking along with my map here. So, it is important to have the map, in my opinion. I'm on the left-hand side there. All the way over here. The right-hand side, I guess. Right-hand side. Let's move. Crush this bridge as we walk across it. Oh, yeah. Smash all the bridges. Look at these juicy people. Now, some of these monsters fly, and they can jump and stuff, and that's really important to be able to catch prey. Goshilla's kind of slow. All he can do is move. But it's really cool that the various monsters and stuff all have these, you know, different capabilities in the game. I don't know. I'm not sure we're going to be able to catch these guys. We might get the cops, though. Because the cops want to come, you know, fight me. Uh-oh. I guess we'll just stomp on them, huh? Got him. It's so much fun. Man, let's go left and see if we can get those civilians. We'll walk over this little house here. Oh, we got more civilians in the park. Let's stomp on this building for good measure. Being famished isn't any good. You know, you only get so many turns. If you are super hungry, you can't do anything, and then you die. You can see I'm famished. So when the guide tells you that, you know, you really need to eat, they weren't kidding around. So, oh man, come on, civilians. Come back out. So we lay waste to the park here. Ravenous. Uh-oh. I'm not sure we're going to be able to catch those civilians, but we'll try. Oh, the fools. They've trapped themselves. Oh, it says berserk. That's bad. So when you go berserk, then you lose control of the monster. He does whatever he wants. Now, he's going to maybe try to eat those guys either way. So. Alright, he got him. Now we're going to eat. Ooh, we got troops. Famished. Okay. Alright. So I automatically ate there. And the good news is, eating infantry is just as delicious as eating civilians. So, come on in, infantry. You look like a delicious meal. Oh, they're shooting me. That's all right. I think I was able to regenerate there, which is kind of interesting. All right, we're going to grab these guys. Missed. Let's try again. Got him. We're going to have a delicious infantry meal. All right. Let's get this other group of infantry here. Yeah, they're shooting me. That's okay. We're tough. Got him. Eat. Now let's see if we can get back to those skyscrapers. We want to go over there, though. I think we want to go forward. I think there's more buildings in the center here that we can smash. We also could try turning our head and then shooting an atom ray. So it still says hungry. Let's move our head. So we move the head. So move head, left, right. So do head. We want to go right. Let's see, it says head tilt. So now we can shoot a ray. Yeah. Just fried the park there. So let's just keep going. I wasn't I guess I could shoot the ray down at those homes over there, but that's right. We need to find more prey. We got to keep eating. There's lots of residential homes here. Oh, a chopper. That can hurt. Arg, that hurt. Okay. So we got to grab this chopper out of the sky. If I can. Missed. Let's try again. One more. Man, it must be hard to hit those choppers. Alright, we're going to zap them. If we can. Oh. He moved. That's not good. I shouldn't have put my command in ahead of time. It's not good. Let's tilt my head to the right. See if we can zap these guys. And of course they had to move. Bummer. No, it still only says scratched. All this prey is getting away. Let's see if I can grab this chopper out of the sky. Got him. Awesome. We gotta eat. Monster dies. Man, it said scratched. I'm surprised. Usually it says like really hurt or something, you know. But I took a lot of hits from the helicopter there. So, I don't know. That wasn't too bad. 110 points, 55. That's actually pretty good. I mean, considering I haven't played this in a super long time. So, anyway, that's Goshilla in Tokyo. And with the balanced game mode. Now, the question is, should we go ahead and try to build our own monster? I don't know. Still feel pretty rusty. Maybe we should try a different monster. What other monsters do we have? Arachnus. He can breathe fire. Giant spider. What else does he do? Oh, he can paralyze. Yeah, Goshilla can't do that. Gizmo is the giant robot. It's tempting to play him. It's always cool to be the giant robot. You can breathe fire too. Oh, obliterate is the squish buildings in your square. Stomp is stomp. Oh, stomp and or smash buildings. Okay. Kraken. I don't think the Kraken can get out of the water, unfortunately. I'm not sure. Mantra can fly. He has ultrasonic scream. Having fire is good because fire spreads. So what you can do if you want to get a lot of points for destruction, you can breathe fire and then, like, just burn buildings down in a huge swath as they catch fire, which is cool. Let's try Mantra because he flies. He's the giant pterodactyl. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's pretty cool. We'll try Mantra. I'm not sure I feel up to building a creature right now. Let's do slow again. Do a feature creature. We'll do Mantra. Fire up the old drive there. Let's try destruction this time. And let's do New York. There's a lot of buildings in New York. So I can look at our map. Let's look at New York and see where we're going to start. All right. Facing north. So we want to go left. And let's see if we can get up there and get these guys right away. All these buildings. All right, now we're flying. I gotta remember my powers here. I don't know how much flying actually helps you, other than it makes you harder to hit. I want to move. Why am I not moving? All right. I don't want them to get away. Come on, man. Let's breathe fire on this building while we can. Yeah. And then let's go left. Move. already hungry. Not doing very well here. See if we can jump to the next part of the map. Uh-oh. Man, I got civilians to eat, and I'm jumping to the other map. Bummer. All these buildings I could be destroying. Yeah, the New York Stock Exchange is right down on like the frame to the west. I would love to burn that down. I would thinking that being able to fly would allow you to move faster, but for whatever reason, it wasn't letting me do that. Has to load this new tile. All these juicy buildings to destroy. Awesome. All right, food. It's hard to catch these civilians. The police. Just bringing me another meal. All right, let's set fire to some of these buildings. Yeah. Yes. so much food just keeps presenting itself to me. Come on. Let me take a turn. I want to eat these civilians. Yes. Come to me. All right. So we're just going to hang on to them because I'm not actually hungry yet. So we're going to turn to the right. And we're going to breathe fire all over these buildings. Let's breathe fire on these buildings. Now notice it says wind north. So I think if like I set fire to the buildings on the bottom of that patch of on that block basically, that it would spread more. So let's see if I can jump onto that building. Let's eat our prey. And stomp on this building. That's a tough one. Oh, here comes a chopper. As we've seen, choppers are really hard to deal with. Let's turn left and go to the panel below us. Oh yeah. All these juicy buildings to destroy. And if you end up in the flames of your own fire, that's bad. Oh, these guys are going to escape. Man. Excuse me. Man. Uh-oh. Caught in the flames. We gotta eat these police, man. Delicious police officer dinner. All right, let's see if we can get onto this building and get this other police car. Nope. Just have to breathe fire on it. Let's go left. Really grab this police car. I think the police cars don't give you as much food either. Gotta eat. Still famished. Delicious meal. Still hungry though. Really need to eat civilians. I wish I understood what was going on with the flying there. I wonder if it just matters for if you can be hit or not. Let's take a quick moment to breathe some fire. Yeah. Oh, we've got troops. Try flying over this flames. All these flames here. It's not looking good. getting surrounded by troops. Oh, berserk. Alright. Just decided he had to eat here. We're getting surrounded. Let's see if we can get these troops. Alright, that's good. We're getting blasted here. Now it says hurt. That's not good. Let's see if I have enough time to even grab something before I'm dead. Might be able to get these police. If these troops move up closer, maybe. I don't know. Well, Mantra seems to be surviving a little longer than Goshilla did. I don't know what the deal is with that. Alright, let's see if we can grab these guys. We gotta eat. I might try the ultrasonic scream. Uh-oh. Maybe we'll just breathe fire. Yeah. Apparently moving your head's an easy thing to do, so if you can do it, you should do it. Well, see if we can eat these troops before we're dead. Now they're moving into the rubble. Interesting. Oh, they're right in front of me. Come on. Nope, missed. But, oh, there's a tank. now we're gonna try the ultrasonic scream. Let's grab these guys. All right. Oh yeah, that was cool. All right. Let's turn left and breathe on this building. Come on, cops. Come in to be eaten. Nice. Breathe on some more of these. Oh, the tanks shoot me. That's gonna hurt. All right. Let's see if we can jump out of the way here. I'm probably dead. Yeah. Tanks are bad. All I wanted to do was set fire to the New York Stock Exchange, man. Yeah. Getting blasted here. Oh, wow. Man, the ultrasonic scream's really good. Let's eat these guys. I must be getting shot, even though the tank's all over there. We're going to try to breathe on that tank if we can, or maybe even try to grab them. But, oh man, I'm moving on to them. Oh, he moved off the board. Interesting. Huh. I went from critical to hurt, so maybe eating all that stuff healed me a little bit. Oh, it's the mad scientist. That's bad. Well, he lasted longer than Goshilla did. Alright, we're going to go south again towards the stock exchange. Hopefully we can live long enough to set fire to everything down there. Oh, I cannot. Maybe I can jump? Unless I'm in the bottom of the screen. Ooh, I must be in the bottom. That's a bummer. Huh. I wasn't sure exactly where I was on the map. Well, I'm going to breathe in the mad scientist if I live that long. Let's try the ultrasonic scream again. Nope, didn't do anything. That's a bummer. Not exactly sure where I am, actually. It's a little confusing with the map. See if we can grab this tank. Alright. Nothing like eating a crunchy tank. No. So far, Mantra's been pretty good. Maybe I should have picked the balanced scoring rather than destruction. Because I've eaten a lot of people and blew up a lot of stuff, killed a lot of units. Alright. Problem is that tank, man. Yeah. Let's see if we can grab these cops and eat them. Try an ultrasonic scream again, I guess. Oh, I got one of the tanks. Cool. Ugh. I'm getting blasted here. Might try another ultrasonic scream if I live that long. Mantra's been surprisingly survivable. I must have gotten killed by the mad scientist in the last game. Yeah. Too many bad guys. wasn't exactly what I want to do. I thought I was facing north. Monster dies. Well, it was a lot better score. 568. Okay, times 72. Not too bad. Not too bad. Way better than before. I guess my score with Goshilla was pathetic. I got 5 times better the score. Not sure what a high score would be in this. I know that some of the other Epix games that I've played, like Star Warrior, I've gotten over 1,000 before. So I'm assuming that's easily doable in Crush, Crumble, and Chomp as well. You know, and maybe with a little bit of practice, I could do a little bit better. Go right for the high value targets and destroy them. Maybe playing balanced mode is better. I don't know. I'm sure I got some good points for destruction and killing all those skyscrapers. That was pretty cool. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. Maybe if we play again, we'll build our own monster. But it was fun playing with Goshilla and Mantra, the pterodactyl and Godzilla, basically here. This is one of my absolute favorite games from when I was a kid, and it was fun to break it out and play it. I highly recommend it, actually, if you have the means to get the image, or if you were an original owner. Obviously, it's a really fun game. So thanks for tuning in tonight. Hope you had fun with me smashing buildings and eating civilians, burning up skyscrapers, fighting the mad scientist. So anyway, hope you have a great rest of your evening, and thanks for watching.